Welcome. For the record, as you can tell, we are joined by some more people here. Tori, correct me if I'm wrong. Four. This has to be the most people we've had.
Yes. No, for sure. We've done
So we'll
three.
see. We'll see how
Never,
this
never
goes.
four.
But I would say blast from the past, but really it is soccer that connects all four of us. I
Yep.
mean, goes back what? One, we were just saying 10, 13, 14 years now.
13 years, yep.
My
Since you guys
goodness.
left.
So yeah, we all play on the same high school team. Obviously, you guys have kept up with the soccer side. Friendly Foes FC, which is awesome. I love when that pops up on my feed and hearing you guys talk specifically La Liga stuff. I'm like, yeah, I get it, but we're here to talk World Cup. And obviously,
Let's
I can
get it.
tell with the Colombia jerseys, we might be headed
That's who
in
we're
a certain
rocking with,
direction.
baby.
We got to start getting ready.
But talk to what are your? I guess we'll start with Colombia. Like, how are you guys feeling?
The last two friendlies weren't good. We got our asses kicked by France and Croatia. But, I mean, on paper, I think we're one of the best teams out there. I mean, we got Luis Diaz, who's been on fire this year. James, he's always good when he wears the Colombia national team jersey. So, I mean, we have a good cohesive unit. It's just we have to actually perform out there, because Colombia, they always kind of, they get too into their heads, and that's the problem. Everybody starts talking about how good they are, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're the best. We're gonna go all the way. We're gonna go all the way, and then nothing ends up happening. So we need some silverware for sure, but we have the players back it up. We can definitely go all the way to the semifinals, I think, if we're disciplined enough.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way the team has been headed. Like Juandi said, the last two friendlies were very, very poor performance, which is not what you want heading into the World Cup. However, we just got the squad announcement last week. I think it's pretty much what we expected, bar a couple of names. Always happens, but I believe that we're gonna put on a good showing. We're in the group with Portugal, with Congo, and Uzbekistan. Should get out of that one.
Group of
We
death,
talked
yeah.
about us potentially even coming in first, right? Like that was a big talking point for us. Like I think we should come in first. That's what we have us coming out in first and going pretty far. So I think Colombia will have a pretty good showing.
Before we kind of dive into the World Cup stuff, I do want to give you guys a second. Like I said, Wandy, we talked about it just a hair before, but kind of give us the Friendly Foes Wikipedia brief. Like, how did it start? I think it's so cool that it's two brothers that also support two different clubs because Nate and I are the same
Rival
like,
clubs too.
I'm Liverpool, but he's Man United, so there's a little bit of rivalry there, but it's not quite to your level, right?
It's not a competitive household unless the siblings vote for different teams, right? Like my brother's Miami, I'm Florida State. That's always a fun weekend. So
right. But it's not a Classico. I don't know.
No.
Our relationship is just, I mean, I want to say it's just based off of soccer, but that's what we talk about most of the time is just soccer. So it's like, you know what, dude, let's go ahead and start a podcast. Like, let's troll each other. We always troll each other, like at home. Let's go ahead and do this online so other people can go ahead and laugh, and it's just something that we love doing. We're always watching soccer. We're always talking about it. So why not just go ahead and put it out online? I mean, everybody is out online right now, that's where everybody gets their information nowadays. So why not?
Yeah, and we started a couple of years ago. I think it was right after COVID, and then we took a bit of a break. Just life got in the way. Started getting married, started having kids, all these things, and this past fall, we're like, hey, we got to get back. We got to get back on it. We got the World Cup coming up. We got a lot of things that we can talk about. There's been so many things that's happened in the soccer world the past few years that we missed out on that we could have talked about. So we decided to just stay more consistent with it. But yeah, man, it is interesting that you get two brothers that support two completely opposite teams, such a huge rivalry. I always joke that Juandi hit his head when he was 3 years old and he started seeing Ala Madrid after that.
I was the one that hit my head, right?
Yeah,
right.
He was jumping on the bed, fell off, hit his head. Then out of nowhere, he started wearing a white jersey. So
Younger brothers, I get it. Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how it happened, but it is something that we always started talking about, and like he said, we're always playing around with each other. A lot of banter going on in the house, so we're like, hey, let's just put it out there for people to watch as well. It's because it's entertaining for us, so maybe it could be entertaining for other people.
No, I love that. And I would say similar, like Terrell and I kind of give the backstory for us. Next year, I guess, it'll be 10 years for us of doing this in different iterations of it. But I would say, yeah, we were just kind of talking all the time, and it was just about sports. And one of the girlfriends was like, you guys do this once a week. Why don't you just record it and like post it and see what happens? And that's how this kind of happened. And now
makes sense.
Now it's turned into everybody moved away, life happens, and now it's just an opportunity to just chat and just catch up. But yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Well, let's get into the World Cup, man. Terrell, what would you say? 13 days? We're coming up on it.
Let's see here. Yeah, 13 days, 17 hours.
Okay.
17. I love it. Down to the hour. Let's go.
We can do this, I would say, one of two ways. You want to go group by group, or you want to go team by team? What do you think?
This is you guys' pod, man. Whatever you guys want to do, we can go whatever you guys want to do.
I did not do my deep dive on Uzbekistan. I left that for next week, so I'm a little behind. But
yeah, I mean, I'm not too good on Curaçao either, So I would say just group by group would probably be the easiest thing.
I think that's perfect. Well, let's open up with A. I think that's fine. Mexico, one of the three hosts, in case you have been living under a rock. U.S. is hosting as well as Canada, and Mexico gets the opening game. Now, if we think back to 2010, Mexico also was in the opening game, also against South Africa. We all know how that went.
Shabalala. Remember that goal?
Yeah.
Bafana. How do you see this kind of group? It's Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, Czech Republic. What are you guys thinking? And obviously, I guess I should preface with it's not just the top two teams anymore that are advancing. Right, the World Cup's up to 48, so there's probably a good chance if you're third place, you could still get in. How do you see this group kind of shaking out?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of that. The 8 best third place teams, I'm not really a fan of that. No, it makes it so much less competitive. And I mean, look at the groups. There's really not a group of death. Every World Cup, you look at a group and you're like, oh man, like there's at least 3 teams there that are gonna just fight it to see who can make it out. There's really none of that in this World Cup because of that. I think it's really gonna start getting exciting after the group stage this year. I think that's when it'll really start getting exciting. But I mean, for this group, obviously, I think Mexico should be the one getting out of here. Obviously, first place. South Korea, they're usually a good team from Asia. They should be getting out. And I mean, we'll see between South Africa and Czech who comes in third place there. But I think that's pretty much going to be the order of the group.
Yeah, I mean, I also think Mexico has a pretty big weight on their shoulders being one of the hosts here. And the Mexican media is expecting a lot from them. However, the past few years, the Mexican national team has not been living up to the expectations that they should be. They've lost a couple of Gold Cups, Nations Leagues to the U.S., and that's been a big blow to them mentally, physically. If you look at their squad now, and you look at it, 10, 15 years ago, it's completely different. Some of these players aren't really playing overseas, which is what most of these Mexican players used to do. Now, Liga MX is pretty competitive, but it's not as competitive as it used to be. They got rid of the promotion relegation system as well. So it is, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they're probably going to they're going to mix into one entire league between MLS and Liga MX, but that's a completely different topic. Either way, I do think Mexico has a pretty big weight on their shoulders to perform here. And if they don't, that's going to be a huge failure for them, especially given the fact that 32 out of 48 teams make it to the next round. It will be a catastrophe if they don't make it out. And it would be a
Yeah.
catastrophe if they make it out in third place. So I do think they have to come out of this group. And I like Korea. South Korea is always a tough team, good opponent. They still got Heung-min Sung. Sonny's doing great things over at LAFC. He's still balling out. He's still a great player, and he's an exciting player to watch at the World Cup. And it's going to be between, obviously, Czechia and South Africa as to who gets that potential third spot. Unfortunately, I don't really see South Africa being too much of a powerhouse. Czechia, you never know. There are some World Cups that they come in and they'll have some sleepers, some players that we've never heard of, and they'll go ball out. But
helps when you have Peter Cech in goal.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Back in the day. Back in the day. So, but yeah, no, I do.
Now they have that
agree.
keeper from Tottenham. Remember that mess up they did in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid?
My God, yes.
That's their goalkeeper.
So I don't know how you feel about them right now.
What's that guy's name again? Oh, dang, I forget his name. How could I forget his name?
He's the backup for Vicario.
Uh-huh.
I think to your point, I'm looking at their schedule now for Group A. 18th of June, you have Mexico and South Korea play each other, and then Czech Republic and South Africa. That might be, you might see some seeding just from that day alone before they even get to the third game. But yeah, I'm with you. Mexico's got a lot of pressure.
They do. Yeah, they got a ton of pressure to perform.
Doesn't matter how old he is. You know how Ochoa's going.
Oh, Ochoa, yeah. Memo always shows up every 4 years.
His last World Cup.
Yeah, and it's going to be his last one. We'll see.
They'll put him on ice, and then in 4 years when they need him again,
exactly.
They'll thaw him out.
Yeah. He's not even going to be playing in the meantime.
No,
just every 4 years from now on.
Just give him his gloves, toss him in there. He's fine.
Just play 7v7 or something, warm up.
Yeah, a quick 2-week conditioning period, and then you're back on the pitch. No issues.
Well, we have 57-year-old Memo Ochoa here in goal. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oldest player to play in a World Cup.
That would not surprise me one bit if he accomplished that, or most World Cups to play, considering he's there every 4 years. But I'm with you. South Korea, though, I don't know. Considering that was not 4 years ago. I guess that was 8 years ago when they shocked. Who was it? Germany.
Germany.
Yeah. So
I think they made it through with Mexico, right?
Yeah, Mexico and South Korea made it through.
Yeah.
And that was after the year, or not the year, but the World Cup after Germany had won. So that was 2018.
Yeah.
So that was we've had the curse of the champion the past couple of World Cups where previous champ gets knocked out of the group stage. We'll see what happens to Argentina. Obviously, France didn't happen to France. They made back-to-back World Cups finals. But we'll see. It's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. We'll get to them in a little bit. Group B. So you got Canada, another host, as we said, Bosnia Herzegovina, Qatar, and Switzerland. My initial thoughts when I look at this is probably the easiest group. I would have to say.
I would probably agree with you there.
Because I don't think Canada's that strong, even as a top seed.
No. Canada's not as strong, but I like what Jesse March is doing with the boys over there. I think he's got them playing really good. He's got them bought in, and I like what they've been doing the past couple of years to grow the sport over in Canada. Fonzie Davis, I'm glad that he's fit and he's back and he's going to be playing. They got somebody like Jonathan David as well up top, who's going to be very dangerous. So Canada's a good squad. In my opinion, they should be making it out of this group. Now the fact that there's 3 teams that come out, Canada should be one of those teams. Now, as far as Bosnia and Herzegovina and then Switzerland and Qatar, boy, that's a toss-up. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I watch these guys every weekend and I know every single one of these players. But
Edin Dzeko's still playing at 40 years old.
He is, yeah.
Who is, sorry? Oh, Dzeko.
Edin Dzeko.
Yeah, Dzeko. And
he's still killing it, man.
He got them to a World Cup, and he just got Schalke back in the Bundesliga after God knows how many years. So shout out to Edin Dzeko. But
he's on a roll right now, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing great. And seeing Switzerland without Xherdan Shaqiri, that's going to be weird. I think ever since I was little, I've seen Xherdan Shaqiri in a World Cup
The human cube, yeah.
Yeah. Just a little fire hydrant running around.
They always make the round of 16, though. I feel like they're
Well, that's
always
what I was
there
going
in
to
the
say
knockouts.
about Switzerland. It always seems like there and Euros as well. You kind of blink, and Switzerland's only one.
They're always
down
in the
against
knockouts,
France, and it's like, wait a second, I didn't think they were that good. So
Yeah,
I see this, and I'm like,
they got a few players that can make a difference. I mean, at least in the past, like
they might
Shaqiri,
win this group.
You know?
Yes, they're Shaqiri, but Granit Xhaka is still only 33 years old.
Granit Xhaka is still there. You're
Had
right.
a great season this year.
Absolutely. Baller season with Sunderland. So yeah, Switzerland can, like you said, they always seem to put on a pretty decent showing in these type of tournaments. So I got Canada and Switzerland coming out of these groups, the top two, and then
Coin flip.
they have a best third.
I don't think Qatar is going to get a win, to be honest with you. They didn't even get a win at home soil 4 years ago. So
no, you're not wrong. But I will say,
I doubt that they'll get a win.
June 24th is Switzerland, Canada in Vancouver. So that might be that. Hey, we're both even looking for who's going to take the top seed for round of 32. That might be that important game. I love these games are like noon too. That's be great.
Yeah. I was looking at some of the game times, and it's some are going to be nice. But then if you're playing West Coast, forget about it.
I was going to say that's a 9 a.m. game. Like, imagine you wake up and you're like, oh, what do I got to do today? Oh my god, the World Cup's on at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, bringing me back to City League when we'd have to be out at Wadsworth Park at 9 a.m. to play ball.
Yeah. Or even
the games are actually going to be late. I think there's going to be some 12 a.m. games.
The games. There's 1 or 2 days that there's really
the games.
Late, yeah.
The games on the West Coast, it'll be 12 a.m. here on some of them.
Fine. Summertime.
Yeah,
summertime, man. We're not going to be sleeping.
It's one every 4 years. You'll figure it out. Under Group C, I think this is up there for one of the tougher groups. Maybe not, as we said, a group of death, but one of the tougher ones. We got Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Brazil, they have to win, right? That'd be a failure if they didn't win the group.
I mean, they have to, but for some reason I don't know what's been going on the last 24 years since they won a World Cup. I don't know what it is. They just can't get over the barrier.
I feel like I saw
them in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I feel like I saw their soul leave when they lost 7-0 to Germany back in 2014. So
7-1, they got one.
7-1, that's right.
They did get one.
Yeah, that was the most embarrassing loss in their history.
Yeah.
But, you said, it is weird because you look at the players they have. You have a fantastic manager. You have an all-star list of players that you could choose from any country, or any league, I should say. This, to me, in my brain, this is Real Madrid. You choose the best players you want. As long as you got a good manager, you can put something together, go and perform for a month. And for some reason, they always seem to trip up.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how Juandi's boy Carlo Ancelotti handles these group of players. They struggled in the World Cup qualifier over in CONMEBOL in South America. Had it been like a typical World Cup here, they wouldn't have even qualified because they finished 5th. They would have gone to the playoff spot, more than likely would have qualified that way, but they wouldn't have qualified automatically, which is insane to think about because Brazil and Argentina have been top 2 teams, not only in South America, but across the world. And to see how much they struggled this past qualifying round was insane. Now, we'll see, right? Like you said, they should be getting out of this group pretty easily. I mean, it's Haiti, Morocco, and Scotland. Haiti hasn't been in the World Cup since 1970-something. Scotland hasn't been in the World Cup since 1998. So it's exciting to see those 2 teams getting at it. And Morocco was
a semi-finalist.
Morocco was good. Yeah. I think Morocco's another sleeper team that's going to go pretty far in the World Cup. I don't know if
there's so much sleeper anymore. I think everybody's kind of woken up to them now since last World Cup.
People are awake.
I think people are awake now. And they technically won the AFCON.
Let's not even get into that, man. That's so annoying.
But, they were up there.
Just cut the trophy in half. Give one.
That's insane.
You mentioned the Scotland thing. The only pushback I'll say for Scotland is, yes, this is the first World Cup in almost 3 decades, but they do have some like decent pedigree wins on the route into this World Cup.
Oh, 100%. No, they're going to
they have a
be
chance.
they're going to be a good team, especially with the way Scott McTominay's been playing the past couple of seasons over at Napoli. So I like them. I like the way that they've been playing. I like the way that everything that they did leading up to the World Cup. They deserve to be here, and they're gonna give Brazil a tough chance, right? I think that's the team that probably and Morocco too. They'll struggle against. I mean, excuse me, Brazil will struggle against them. So
Yeah, Haiti really doesn't have a chance, right? That's like
I feel bad for
here.
Haiti, man. Yeah,
Haiti's got to think this is the group of death. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Haiti's just happy to be here, man.
yeah.
They're
Get
just
the
happy to
passport
be.
stamp.
I will
and
say
they
though,
can.
for Brazil, I am extremely shocked that Carlo Ancelotti did not call up Joao Pedro. I'm
Yes.
still shocked about that because he was one of the most or one of the best performers in the Premier League this season. I think he was the best player for Chelsea. He scored, I think, 15 goals.
Right? He had two good seasons in a row.
Yeah. No, he's been killing it, man. And I mean, Brazil has been missing a striker, honestly. I mean, yeah, they got Cunha now and Endrick, but I don't think Endrick is a starter. And I think Cunha and Joao Pedro, they would have complemented each other so well.
Yeah, I mean, I think like talking about it'd be failure if they don't win the group. I think there'd be some questions if they don't win the group like comfortably, knowing the kind of pressure that's on them.
Yeah,
but
yeah, no, they have to win all 3 games.
Absolutely. In case you want to drive down on June 24th, Scotland Brazil is in Miami. Where you can get in for a cool $1,800 a ticket.
That you said that's when June 21st
and the nosebleeds,
24th.
huh?
24th. Oh yeah, nosebleeds. Yeah.
June 24th, and then June 27th we got Colombia, Portugal, I believe.
They drop you on top of the stadium. Like that's how far you are.
Insane, dude. Colombia and Portugal, those tickets are going for like $20,000.
Insane.
It's insane, bro. I don't understand how they expect people to pay for that, but $20,000.
I'll be watching at the crib. That's for damn sure.
For free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Astronomical ticket prices.
USA and USA, Paraguay, Australia,
USA,
Turkey.
baby.
How do you feel about USA, Nick? You tell me about it.
I'm conflicted. I honestly am. I've been pretty deep into like, the men's national team side with roster releases and like training camps and all this sort of stuff, and trying to follow and see, especially with Pochettino coming in 2 years ago, to really see like, can this team do something with this opportunity? It was actually 4 for the record, but I wrote a piece on the last World Cup, as well as the Gold Cup, really talking about how disappointing it was that we weren't even trying, in my eyes. It was just, let's roll a Berhalter out there, let's roll out some MLS guys. It's fine. And I think this is the first opportunity that now this program can say, hey, let's actually see how far we can go. This has been supposedly the golden generation for a couple of years now, and they don't really have anything to show for it. There was one good summer where we went Nations League, Gold Cup back-to-back, and everyone's like, this team's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fizzled out since then. Roster comes out. Happy with most of the picks, maybe 1 or 2 guys. I think Luna probably should have gotten on the plane, Tessman for sure, but again, we're not there.
I think Luna's the biggest surprise to me.
Luna's crazy. Because he's one of the most capped players, too, for Pochettino.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He played 16 out of 17 or 15 out of 16 games for him.
Yeah, so. and to use that guy that much, he was there for you when you needed him the most, especially during the Gold Cup. Or was it this past summer, the summer before that, when a lot of players decided they didn't want to play? Players like Christian Pulisic, Anthony Robinson, they decided to take a break. Diego Luna was there for you, and this is how you repay him. I understand that he's not 100% fit at the moment.
I think that's the only thing I can think about. Yeah.
I mean, we still have a few weeks until the World Cup.
You got a couple weeks to rest up, yeah.
Yeah, you still got a couple weeks to rest up. It's not like he has a season-ending injury or anything like that. He's been a guy that's been there for Poch the entire time, and he's been playing really well. Poch gave him confidence, and Luna gave him the reason to be confident in him and to not give him that World Cup call-up. And the guy's in every marketing commercial. I was at the airport recently. He was like up in every sponsorship.
wearing the jersey,
wearing the jersey, everything, and he's not even going to go to the World Cup. It just seems crazy to me, and I don't know, man. I had pretty high expectations for Poch, and in my opinion, he has not lived up to those expectations.
For me, it feels like this is just a little pit stop for him. I already heard that he's talking to Milan as soon as the World Cup is over.
Around.
So I feel like he's not taking it as serious as he should.
I think the only pushback is that if you seeing where the U.S. was and the fact that we couldn't get a big name manager, right? We can't go get a Carlo and have him manage for a cycle. It almost needed to be somebody like Poch that I'm going to say failed at PSG, failed at Chelsea, was looking to kind of get back on his feet. Even if it's a 2-year thing, I'm okay if he leaves after the World Cup. It doesn't bother me that he's interviewing with Milan, because what he has to do is he has to turn this into a job that the next guy wants. So that next manager, right, Iriola or somebody who's looking at it like, well, that's interesting that he did that for 2 years and he turned them into a competent thing. I want to try now. That's I think a bigger goal than winning, in my eyes.
I guess we'll see how they do in the World Cup. It all really depends on how they do, their outcome.
Yeah, he's been just very inconsistent with the team selection. He hasn't been consistent with the starting 11. So it's like, what are we doing here? Who are you playing? Who's gonna be playing starting goalkeeper? I still have no idea. I would assume it's Matt Freese, but then there's other days he starts Matt Turner. I have no clue. What is he doing? Who's going to start at right back? Is it Alex Freeman? Is it Serginho Dest? I have no idea. Where is it going to fit Gio Reyna into all this? I don't know. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing to me. And also, like a little side note, the fact that he let every player who didn't make the World Cup spot know via email, I thought that was really crappy. I thought that was tough. And then he tried to justify it by saying, oh, like, they don't want to hear from me. Like, I don't want to make this about myself by giving them a call. And it's like, you're just making it a lot worse, bro.
I feel like this should be just kind of standard.
It's just
make a phone call.
Yeah, just respectful professionalism,
Especially someone like Diego Luna, who you've had in
who's
part of your
expecting
squad
to be there, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, who actually checks their email regularly, Like, I'm expecting a phone call, bro.
Too real, yeah.
Right. He's at the airport checking emails, and he's like, "Oh, wait,
hitting up my Gmail, man. What is this? You got my phone number, bro."
I think I don't want to sit here and defend him. The only thing I'll say is I don't know if he's best with like this pool of 60 guys that he can pick from. I think he would really excel at a country that only had 25 to choose from. You know who your guys are. I don't think this is the best job that suits him. So I do hope that whoever is the next guy that comes in is we're a gigantic country. Yeah. We do have potentially 50 to 60 guys that could represent the U.S., I think, in any given year. And that's hard.
Dude, we should be the best team in the world. Are you kidding me? You know how many Brazilians we have here? How many French people, German, Colombians? I mean, we got U.S. citizens from all over the world, dude. And you're telling me we can't go and find them? It's just how the Federation is run. Whoever's running the Federation has no idea what they're doing. Because if you think about it, USA definitely has the potential to be the best team in the world if they were really organized and serious about it.
I think if you were to zoom out and you were to look at and I know we're dragging all Group D, but I think if you were to zoom out and look at like trajectory of the U.S., if you start with 94, 98, 02, you have the knockout win against Mexico. That was a team that was just scrappy. They were just like hungry guys. They didn't play great soccer, but they just wanted to work harder and had more passion. And then you hear about those guys now that are in the media, the Landon Donovans, the Tim Howards, and everybody else. And then they're like, oh, well, these guys don't have the passion. Well, yeah, but these guys are more skilled than you'll ever be. So now it's not about a passion thing. Now it's about, hey, we are just as skilled as a Spain or a Brazil, but we're missing something. Like something that ties them together is not tying us together.
Yeah.
Because, there was a run that Pulisic had where he was a top 15 top player in the world.
100%. when he won the Champions League with Chelsea, and he wasn't even starting, but bro, whenever he was getting the opportunity to play, he was killing it. He scored the lonely goal against Real Madrid in the semifinals to beat us.
Had the goal that beat City. They beat City in extra time, and he had that goal too.
Yeah. And in Milan too, he's been killing it. Well, not these past 6 months, but like his first season, he killed it, and then the first 6 months,
he had a great
from
first
this season, he was killing it too.
But
these past 6 months, he's been dipping. His form has been dipping.
He's charging up. He's saving up for this hoorah heading into the World Cup.
He better, man. He didn't play the Gold Cup. He better have all that energy saved up in the world, man.
I'm blaming it on Massimo Allegri because he was just a terrible coach for Milan this season. They don't know how to play with a good formation. They don't have a good system set up for Pulisic. So we'll see, man. I think this summer he's going to turn up at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, there's also we talked about a lot of pressure for Mexico. I think there's a lot of pressure for the U.S. as well. I think that it's funny if you ask these other teams that are in this group, like Paraguay, Australia, who's the other one? I can't remember the other one. Turkey,
which is low-key a tough group.
That's a tough group. If you ask all these other teams, they're like, oh, like we can get out of this group. USA feels the same thing. So I think it's going to be it's a low-key, quote unquote, group of death right here. Because don't sleep on Paraguay, man. They have a really, really good squad. What Gustavo Alfaro is doing with those boys over there has been really good. Yeah, they haven't been in a World Cup since 2010, I believe. So it's been quite some time, and they're back in it. And they played really well over in the South American World Cup qualifiers. Australia is always good, man. Australia is another team that during the World Cup, they make it to the round of 16. Yeah. I mean, they gave Argentina 4 years ago a run for their money in the round of 16. I still remember 20 years ago when they played a round of 16 against Italy. They could have easily won that game if it wasn't for a very shady penalty call right at the end against Italy. So all these things you think about, and Socceroos are they're a good opponent. They're going to be tough. I mean, yes, we beat them in friendlies earlier in the year, which is great. However, this is the World Cup. It's different. It's not a friendly. You know,
different team, different mentality. Yeah.
And Turkey's Turkey, man. They got Juandi's boy Arda Güler over there, and he's a really good player. He's a really good player, young guy, and he's going to be putting on a hell of a show, I believe, this World Cup. So this is a tough group, but I do believe that the U.S. not only will get out of this group, but they will get out on top. If Poch gets these players and gets this group of guys playing well and believing in themselves and having the confidence and putting the BS aside of what's going on with Milan and what's going on outside of the dressing room with, you know, the ticket prices and Tim Wera going out with New York City with Zoran Mamdani and doing all these things. I know Poch is not liking that, but at the end of the day, you got to put these things aside and say, we're here to win. This is home soil. We got to go. We got to put on a good showing. Otherwise, we're still going to be the laughing stock of the world. So that's the way I see it. But I think we got the right, like you said, we got the right group of players. We got the right talent to make it out of this group. First place.
Yeah, hard to disagree. I mean, I do think it sets up nicely for us with not having Turkey until the final game. I think Turkey's the strongest game that we're going to have. I do think that opening up with Paraguay when hopefully – my prediction is when we have that opening game, and it's a 6 o'clock game on the East Coast, but it's going to be out in LA, I think that's going to be like the most hyped. Again, it's on home soil. Everyone's going to have their TVs turned on. Like, that's going to be the moment. If they perform against Paraguay, like, that's when that momentum starts to roll. If you can pick up that second game against Australia, hopefully that third game doesn't matter. And then you can just start preparing for your next opponent. That's the goal, right? But we'll see.
They're going to be playing a lot for seeding in this World Cup.
I think that's going to be every group. Yeah, I think it's going to get funky with the goal differential.
You're going to be looking at you're going to look at the next group and like, oh man, I do not want to play the first seed there. Let's see if I can play the third seed. You know, it's funky now since it's more teams, but I think it's going to be all about the seeding this World Cup.
It reminds me of and I know the Champions League changed the style to the Swiss model, but it reminds me on that last day, on the 8th day, when all the games are at the same time. And they have that live tracker that was on CBS, and it was like every game's going on, and all the standings are changing every 10 minutes because somebody's scoring.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
pretty
think
cool.
we're going to get one of those. Yeah, that's cool though, because then you're invested in a
'Cause all the
game
games
that
at the same time.
it might not matter normally, but now it does matter because you care about the seeding. But yeah, so pressure's on their shoulders. Well, I'm sure we'll get more to the U.S. when we talk about the knockouts. Group E, we got Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. I'll be honest, Ivory Coast, I would say I probably knew more about them 10 to 12 years ago with previous World Cups.
Yes.
Germany's the only team I know anything about right now.
Yeah, and even then, like Germany has had a couple of tough showings in international tournaments the past few times. So they have a big expectations always. Though Germany's always a big team, and they got Manuel Neuer coming back out of retirement to play for Germany to glove up at 40 years of age.
Him and Ochoa just go on.
Him and Ochoa.
Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, this guy's 40, still looks 25. It's insane. The way he played against Real Madrid was pretty iconic.
Yeah, the first leg.
The first leg, yeah. So, but I think Germany should make it out of this group, and I love Ecuador. I love what Ecuador did this past World Cup qualifier. They finished second, just behind Argentina. They do draw a lot. They're a tough team. They're really good defensively. They just struggle offensively a little bit. They have, a guy like William Pacho, who's a center back for PSG. They have Moises Caicedo, who's arguably one of the greatest Ecuadorian players of all time.
He's 26?
Yeah, he's really young. So I do love Ecuador. What Sebastian Becasese has been doing with these guys has been great. I even see them almost as a top contender for getting out of the group in first place. But
Okay.
them and Germany are definitely my favorites for the top two.
Yeah, I think they could easily beat Germany. Germany is not the force they were 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I think Ecuador could easily beat them and come on top of this group.
All right, we'll circle that one. It's June 25th, the last game of that group stage, Ecuador, Germany. Group F, which I have this one circled as a very interesting group. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. To me, you could tell me any of these teams could come out of this group, honestly. And it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, Japan always has good World Cups. They always go on good runs. They're always there, too. Every time I watch the World Cup, Japan is there, and they never miss it. Netherlands, they're a big team, but, I mean, after, 2010, they haven't really had many big names. I mean, they've still been going to the semifinals. They went to the semifinals in 2014. They made it to the quarterfinals 4 years ago. But, I mean, their biggest names are Virgil van Dijk, who's 34, Memphis Depay, who's out in Brazil. He's 33, 34 as well. Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Nigel de Jong.
Frankie de Jong.
Frankie de Jong, yeah.
Yeah, Nigel de Jong. Damn.
Yeah, sorry.
I remember him from freaking
what a throwback.
Yeah, right.
Kicking Xabi Alonso in the chest. Oh, man. But, yeah, he just came out with the squad. Let me look at it. Jurien Timber's pretty good, too.
Yeah, I was just looking at the squad right now, and
it's a bunch of A-list names. It is.
Yeah, they have good players, man. We talked about Van Dijk, right? De Jong, those are good. Obviously, good players.
Nathan Ake.
Right. Memphis Depay has been crushing it in Brazil over at Corinthians, and he's their all-time leading goal scorer as well. I'm a big fan of Memphis Depay, Barcelona legend. I think this guy has he's world class. World class. You still got somebody like Cody Gakpo coming out of Liverpool. You still got Ryan Gravenberch.
He's good.
Yeah, you got this guy from Bournemouth, Justin Kluivert, who I think could put on.
The names are there.
Yeah, could put on a good showing. So Netherlands is always good, man. I mean, never forget that game against Argentina, in the 2022 World Cup, right? 4 years ago. That was a freaking battle. You thought going into halftime, easy, Argentina's going to win this game, and they did not give up, and they took it to PKs, man. So Netherlands is always,
man. Weghorst pissed Messi off that game.
6
But
foot,
Let me tell
7
you.
white horse. Yeah.
Netherlands
He's
is
back in the
always
squad too.
Netherlands is always the bridesmaid and not the bride. That's the thing. They've always been able to make it to a couple of finals. They've been able to make it far, but they've never been able to make it big.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, made it to 3
I don't know
finals
if they
and lost
got
all
it.
3.
Yeah, I don't know if they got it like that to make it all the way to even a final at this
No
point.
way. No way.
But they're always a very, very tough opponent. And Ronald Koeman, I think he's destined to be a good international manager. I think he's been doing a really good job with them. Didn't do so hot with Barcelona, but I think he's been doing a good job with the Dutch national team.
Can't do it all. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You can't do it all. So
I am
but
surprised he didn't call up that one guy from Burnley. Fleming, I think his name is. He's got like at least 10 or 11 goals in the Premier League.
he didn't get called up.
No. No, he didn't
Interesting.
get called
Yeah,
up.
there's always
You're always gonna
Man.
with a big country with enough games like that. You're always gonna leave somebody out.
there's always going to
crazy.
be big names like
It's
Brazil.
crazy
even
that
now, João
Weghorst made
Pedro.
it over him though.
Right. It's always
Yeah.
those things. It's
Or
like
you trust your guys, right? That have shown it before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
sure
true.
we'll get to England as well in a little bit. And they left out some really big names as well.
Yeah, that's a great point. On to G, we've got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. For me, I think another cake group. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel bad, but this to me
Yeah.
smells like Belgium picking up 9 points. Egypt, New Zealand probably fighting for that second spot. Iran maybe picking up a win, but not threatening Belgium in any way.
Part of me would love to see Egypt put on a really good showing with Mohamed Salah. I want to see Mohamed Salah have a good World Cup and have a good tournament for Egypt. That's always been his biggest kind of like thorn on his side, right? But his biggest criticism has always been that he hasn't been able to do it with Egypt like he has with Liverpool. I want to see him perform well at this World Cup. I want to see him show that he is one of the best players of this generation. And this is the tournament to do it. I would love to see Egypt go far and put in a good showing against Belgium as well. Yeah, like Belgium should be pretty easy, 9 points for them. They don't have the players that they did as well, like
That's
10
fair.
years ago, 8
Yeah.
years ago, right? I mean, they still have Kevin De Bruyne, and they still have Thibaut Courtois, who's one of the greatest goalkeepers in the world.
Of all
But,
time.
but to your point, their golden generation was 10 years ago.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like
Eden
I think
Hazard's not there
2018,
anymore.
2018,
Yes.
that World Cup in Russia, that was their
And
time
they
to win.
were
They made it to the
semifinalists,
semis. Yeah, they beat
Yeah.
Brazil,
Yeah.
lost to France, I believe.
That's right. And then 4 years ago, they lost to Japan.
That's right.
They did. I forgot about that. And
They
was
did.
it in the round of 16?
Round of 16, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I
That
forgot
was
about
big.
that. See, Japan.
Lukaku scored, and
He hasn't really been
second
playing for
was
Napoli. He's been injured. Like
injured, yeah.
for
in
a
and
lot
out
of the
Yeah, he's
season.
been injured for a while.
Yeah.
So, but Jeremy Doku, I forgot about him. He had a great showing with Man City this past season. I mean,
That's probably their
Kevin
most
De Bruyne's-
exciting player right now.
Yeah, 100%. Kevin De Bruyne's still there. Like I said, Thibaut Courtois. So they still have a couple of those players from that quote unquote golden generation, but they're not as much of his favorites as they used to be 8 years ago or so.
You want to talk about like fun time naming dudes. Naming dudes from the Belgium 2018 World Cup squad. Jan Vertonghen, Alderweireld, like Dries Mertens. Like that team should have been maybe more than what they did. But yeah, I do
They made it
think
far.
that they did, but this is maybe the last chance that this group has to achieve something before they need to kind of reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This is De Bruyne's last World Cup. Lukaku for sure. Courtois, I mean, he might have another one in him. He's 34. Keepers can go a little longer, but yeah. I don't know.
He's gonna
They got
join
that
the
guy from
Neuer
Aston Villa
and,
too.
Ochoa
What's his
club.
name? Tillmans.
Tillemans, yeah.
Yeah.
Yuri.
And Amadou Onana. I like that guy a lot.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Beast in the
Yeah.
midfield.
Yeah. He's amazing. I love watching him play.
To maybe one of the favorites, Group H, Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. Tell me why Spain isn't going to win the World Cup.
Why they
aren't going to win the
World Cup?
Give me a reason why they won't win it.
Maybe because France is really good. Maybe they might have to play against France in the final. I don't know, because Spain right now to me looks ridiculous.
Yeah,
they're ridiculous. Yeah. Them, France, and Argentina to me are the favorites to win the whole thing.
Top 2.
I think I did see your boy Lamal's out. I think the first game, but I think he's going to be back for game 2.
He might be out the first couple of games. Yeah, he's still recovering from a hammy injury. But it sounds like Luis de la Fuente, he's been saying like the guys are going to play no matter what. So press is saying something, coach is saying something else. Lamin's working hard to get back. Anyway, he's going to be very exciting to watch this World Cup. He's been having a great last 2-3 seasons since he made his debut for Barcelona. He's been undeniably one of the best players in the world. In my opinion, he is the best player in the world, and he's going to be the most exciting player in this World Cup. I'll tell you, man, to me, they are front runners. They are the front runner favorites, 100%, especially after watching their squad, especially after seeing that there's no Real Madrid players, 100% their favorites.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
I'm definitely not going for them anymore.
100%.
Luis de la Fuente, he's on my hit list. Somebody give me his address right now.
Who did you want him to call up?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, who
Dean Howson.
Taking then?
Dean Howson,
Get
Gonzalo
out
Garcia.
Of here. You were shitting on him the entire season.
Bro, put him as a fourth center back. Put him as a fourth center back, bro. Get some depth in there. You got 26 players. You're telling me he's not top 4 center back in Spain? Get out of here, bro.
No, he's not. He's not even better than Gerard Martin, and Gerard Martin didn't make it out of there. So
relax, bro, relax. But GG, Gonzalo Garcia, I think they could have used that striker, at least coming off from the bench for sure.
That would have been maybe the only one that I give you. But again, like if Real Madrid doesn't even give him the enough confidence to start and to play, how do you expect the national team to do so? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's just start below, bro. But we got rid of him now. Mourinho's going to give him some playing time.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, you got players like Mikel Oyarzabal, who's had a phenomenal season with Real Sociedad. Ferran Torres, who on the big games he always showed up. Mm-hmm. So he's always a big threat.
And Oyarzabal is Luis de la Fuente's guy. That's his striker. He always plays up there for Luis de la Fuente, and he always performs too. He scored the winner against France in the final 2 years ago in the Euros.
In the Euros, yeah.
That was against England. Oh yeah,
England. I'm sorry, England.
Yeah,
I think the thing for the Madrid players is like, to your point, it's not like there was somebody that was having this fantastic season who would have been an easy shoe-in, and it just kind of worked out that way. I do think that it's kind of a slap in the face, but
a big slap in the face. That's never happened.
Now the issue is if Spain goes and wins it.
If you look at it, man, let me tell you,
Madrid isn't going to celebrate. That whole city's just going to. They're not even going to care.
Every single Real Madrid fan took off their Spain jersey and put on the Portugal one. They're all rooting for Portugal this summer. Yeah. They're all rooting for Portugal.
That's true.
And let me tell you something. Whenever Spain, if you look at Spain's squad and how successful Spain was during that 2008 to 2012 years, and you look at their squad and you see how dominant of Barcelona players there were in that squad as well. Barcelona has always been the team that has kept this core of Spain successful. 2010, if you look at the final, 6 out of the 11 players, not only were they from the Barcelona squad, from La Masia. From La Masia, from the Academy of Barcelona, 6 out of the 11 players starting.
But we're talking about the World Cup here. We're not here glazing.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the World Cup right now. And you're going to see it now. And there's 8 players now from Barcelona in the Spain squad. It's just dominance. It's just Spain to me is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And they don't even have Fermin Lopez. That's a big, big blow to them. Poor guy. I feel really bad.
He is a baller. I'm not going to lie. Fermin Lopez is a baller.
Yeah. So, and I am happy Gavi ended up making it to the World Cup squad as well. So Spain, clear favorite, not only to win this group, but to win the entire thing.
we'll leave them in pencil at the moment because we move on to Group I, which we got one to your other favorite. France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. Tell me why France can't win it.
If they gotta face Spain.
I got two.
There's two
words
sides
why
to
they
every
can't
coin.
win. I got 2 words. This is
I
why they
walked
won't
into
be
that
able to
one.
win.
That's on me. That's fair.
Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, here
That's
here
why
he
they
goes.
won't win it.
Here he goes. Hey man, he's not
His
toxic
diva-
to the French national team. He's toxic to Real Madrid. Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's
dude,
been to back
4
to
years
back
ago,
World Cup final.
4 years ago, I take him too. I get it. I mean,
Yeah. And he scored a hat trick too in the final, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A hat trick. No, I think he'll kill it for France for sure. He'll probably be the top scorer.
That's fair. I would agree with that.
No, yeah, France is insane. If you look at
be
their
honest with
squad
you-
and the players,
Yeah, I
They
think
left
they
out.
have the best squad.
Yeah.
France has the best squad for sure.
There's no holes. There are no holes in that team right now.
Mm-hmm. No,
And
and they
there are
left
still
out your
guys
boy
they left out.
Ekitike because of injury.
No,
but-
he's because the Achilles. He would have been on the roster.
yeah,
though.
he would have been
Yeah,
on
he
the
would've
roster. I mean, they won't miss him, but if he was on there, he would have definitely made it. Just
And
the
then I
amount
saw-
of depth that France has is insane. Not to even call
Did
Camavinga.
Tchouameni? Camavinga, who's the one?
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. I mean, Camavinga, he didn't have the best season, but still, like for example, to have somebody like Rabiot over Camavinga, that's crazy to me. At least have him
He's
on
a
your
World
bench.
Cup guy. He's another guy they stick in the freezer for 4 years. They pull him out.
That's true. Yeah, that's Deschamps' guy, but still, I don't think he's better than Camavinga. That was kind of shocking to me that he got left out of the World Cup. I understand him not starting, but have him on your bench, dude. He can still
Any
be a pivotal
chance-
player for your midfield.
Any chance France doesn't win all 3 games in the group?
actually was going to say this to me is a sneaky
They
tough
have
group
Iraq.
Yeah.
because
Iraq, Senegal, and Norway.
you got Senegal who
Mm.
won the AFCON. I don't care about what anybody says about Morocco. Senegal won the AFCON. You got Norway who has Erling Haaland,
Ooh, that's gonna be a
Martin
good one.
Odegaard,
Odegaard, yeah.
Alexander Shorloth. They got some really good players. The only one that's, I'm sorry to them, but Iraq is going to get just an absolute beating out of this group.
The only thing I
They're
can
gonna
say
get
for
dogged
Iraq,
out there, bro.
They're going to get destroyed.
them having to go through the Intercontinental Playoff,
Yeah.
that might be a little edge though, because they've already played those high intensity games. Like it wouldn't.
That is
again,
true.
Their first games against Norway, it wouldn't surprise me if they tied Norway, let's say, first game, because they're prepared, they're ready, and Holland's not even thinking about the World Cup yet. So I'm just saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
We're gonna
It could
get
be.
Mbappe versus Holland.
We are.
I'm excited for
We're going to
that,
get
yeah.
Mbappe versus Holland. This is Holland's first World Cup as well. He knows that he's got to put on a good showing. I can't remember the last time Norway qualified for a World Cup, but it has been a while as well. And they have a pretty decent squad to do so, especially with Erling Haaland leading the way and the way he's been playing the last 4 or 5 years or so. He is the best striker in the world at the moment. And yeah, I mean, France has a really solid squad on paper, and they're scary, man. You hear their players, and they're scary, and they've been to back-to-back World Cup finals. So
Yeah, dude, their B
don't
team
be-
beat us.
yeah, their B
They played
team
with
beat
their B
Colombia.
team and they killed us 3-0, bro.
Yeah,
And we're a respectable team.
No, but to your point, they're another level right now.
They're disgusting, dude. And Ryan Cherky, don't even get me started on that ball.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He is ridiculous, man. They have a squad. They have a squad, bro. Due, Barcola. My goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, all they have is pure depth, man. Like
yeah,
everywhere.
100%.
Everywhere.
And then we mentioned it before with the CONMEBOL qualifying, but Group J, we lit off with Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan.
Argentina and another one. I don't even know if these ones. Argentina got lucky as hell here with
Yeah,
this
this
group.
is a cake group, but
Super lucky with this group. I
Did
mean,
they, or they're
Algeria-
just trying to help Messi out again?
There we go.
I
There we
Am I
go.
right?
similar to the France and Spain thing. Are they what, just a messy injury away from not making it to the semis?
I don't
is
even
this
know,
team that
man,
complete?
because if you look at the Copa America final, Messi got injured, right? In the
Yeah.
20th, 30th minute or so. and those boys still rallied, and they still
reminds me of the Ronaldo with Portugal.
Yeah, in 2016,
winning the Euros. Yeah,
it's like the same exact scenario. So I mean, obviously Messi's still Messi. Even at 39, he's going to be 39 when the World Cup rolls around. He's crushing it at Inter Miami. It does seem like he's picking up a bit of an injury, so he's been resting the past game or so. But Argentina, they are one of the favorites, but at the same time, if you look at historically, there's only been 2 teams that have ever won back-to-back World Cups, and that was Italy in 1934, 1938, and that was Brazil in 1958 and 1962 with Pele. That's it. So for them to go back-to-back is going to be a huge mountain to climb, especially now that they've opened it up to 48 teams. It's going to be even harder. So they are obviously a clear favorite, one of the favorites. Are they going to go all the way? Historically, it's going to be really, really tough for them to go back.
Well, we let off with Group K with Colombia, but let's revisit. In a perfect world, we know that you would love to obviously beat Portugal. Realistically, you thinking top seed? You thinking got to at least finish second, right?
Yeah. I'm saying top seed. I'm saying we take the whole group.
Confident.
That last
like
game
it.
against Portugal and Miami will definitely decide it.
We'll decide.
I think
it all.
we'll both have 6 points going into that game, and then we'll play for seeding there. I mean, we need to play for the first seeding, because I think if we come in second, it's definitely going to be a lot harder for us. Let's see who we got. If we come in second, I think we'll play
Group K,
Spain
you
or
runner up
Uruguay?
Group L.
So
you'll get probably Croatia, Ghana, Panama.
Yeah, exactly. So it could be Croatia.
And then
If
you get
England
the
comes in
winner of
first.
Group H.
Which would be
H.
what?
That was Spain's group.
Spain,
Yeah.
Uruguay.
Spain,
So
yeah. So Spain, Uruguay. So yeah.
So we're
we come in
trying
second,
to
it'll be
avoid
pretty
that
rough.
side of the
Yeah,
bracket
exactly.
as much as possible.
If we can come in first, it would be a lot easier for us.
We're talking about France having a really good squad on paper. I think Portugal also has a really, really strong squad on paper.
Yeah.
They have one of the strongest midfields. They have a really good
Vitinha.
defensive unit as well. This is one of the best Portuguese squads I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, let's hope our boy Ronaldo wins it.
Well,
If it's not Colombia,
bring
of
up
course.
a point about him. I'm going to bring up a point about Ronaldo because he's, 41?
One.
Yeah. And again, I'm sure history kind of ties in with your opinion on it. Does the best version of Portugal right now have Ronaldo on the field?
To be honest, I just don't see another striker better than him. It's what, Gonzalo Ramos? Between him and Gonzalo Ramos?
Yeah.
I mean, Gonzalo Ramos did good 3 years ago when he started over him, or not, 4 years ago, I mean, when he started over him. I forgot what game it was, but when Fernando Santos benched him in the World Cup,
When
he ended up scoring a hat-trick. Yeah. But he's been pretty quiet since then. He hasn't really done much with PSG. And Ronaldo's been killing it. I mean, I know it's the Saudi league, but he's 41 years old and he's still killing it. So, and he's a legend for Portugal. And you have players like Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, and João Neves feeding you balls.
Mm-hmm.
You just need Ronaldo inside the box, and he's going to score everything for you. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, we keep talking about being old, but all these guys are 40 and still doing it. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Ronaldo's a different breed, but
that's fair. It is interesting looking at, like you said, if we finish runner-up, this path now has this team, and if we go first, then maybe we'll end up with these guys, and I think that some funky stuff's going to happen on that last day.
We need to finish first for sure.
Group L, if we're talking expectations, it's hard to think that there isn't a team that has more weight on their shoulders than England.
Yeah.
Always. Like every tournament, it seems like. This team has so much on their shoulders. Not just from, I would say, home country, but also their fans are always like, oh, well, soccer's from here and it's coming home and this and that. And I can't.
They put a lot of pressures on themselves.
Exactly. But then you look at the roster and I don't know if this is the best team they could have taken.
Well, here's the thing, man. It's either win it all or bust for Thomas Tuchel at this point, because the way that he picked his roster, a lot of people are up in arms about it. How do you not bring somebody like Harry Maguire, somebody
Who
like Cole
lives for
Palmer,
international tournaments?
Phil Foden?
Cole Palmer.
How do you bring someone like Ivan Toney, who played a total of 7 minutes under Tuchel the entire time that Tuchel has been in charge of England?
Jordan Henderson.
Jordan Henderson is another one.
I was surprised about that.
And maybe it's
Left
a
out my
leadership
boy
thing,
Trent,
right?
dude.
Former captain. I don't know. Yeah, no Trent.
We saw that coming, though.
You take
Dude,
Eze.
how are you going to leave out Trent, though? Attacking
He's
wise,
been-
Trent is one of the best right backs in the world. I get it defensively. Yeah, he might not be the best. I mean, just have him as your backup. If you're worried about a fullback not defending, just put Reece James in there.
I'd love to fast forward or to rewind to 4 years ago, and that was the same thing I was saying. So I totally get it.
Yeah. Now you hate Trent, huh? You're one of those Liverpool fans.
I don't think hate's the right word, because players have been doing that forever. I mean, Suarez going to Barcelona. Like there are players who leave. Xabi Alonso left. Coutinho leaving. Like, I get it. I think
Liverpool fans are they're just upset how he did it. He left for free, and he kind of led you guys on. Yeah.
If he had come to the club ownership with a year left on his deal and honestly had been like, hey, I want to play my best friend Jude. This is what I want to do. I do think the club would have been like, all right, I totally get it, but they're going to buy you now. Yeah. And I think that probably would have turned into like a $30 to $40 million deal. Probably not much more than that with a year left. But that at least is a send-off, and it's like, hey, okay, we lost him, but we got something in return.
Yeah.
Now, and then if some of the stuff in the media people weren't happy about, but no, I don't,
the fans hate him now. Liverpool fans freaking hate him. Yeah,
there are definitely a group of fans that don't like him and how he handled it, but I don't wish him ill will. It's more that I just think he's not a 19-year-old anymore. Like, you got to know how to be able to act like an adult and talk to the media and stuff like that.
Yeah, very true.
We won't know for this trip because he's not on the roster.
Unfortunately.
Worst case scenario, England finishes third here?
Oh, my God.
That is very worst case. But...
I'm telling you, man, it is either you got to win it all or bust. Tuchel is on the hot seat at this point. There's people that are saying that they just fire him now. So it's crazy. The amount of players that he left off are insane. Obviously, he's in charge and he knows what he's doing, and he's got his reasons. And they still have a very, very strong squad doing so. But there are some questionable, very, very questionable decisions that he made. And they have such a strong squad, and they've always asked for having the right guy in charge. And Gareth Southgate just seemed to always get them to the final, but was just not able to get them over that hump. Back-to-back European final losses. And
World Cup third place game. Yeah.
World Cup third place game. Haven't won a tournament since 1966. I mean, there's
women
a lot
have.
of women have. You're right. You're right. So
I think what I want to do, because we've talked about a lot of different teams, talked about a lot of favorites, talked about this and that. I'm going to go regardless of how the current bracket's going to shake, because there's actually a little footnote here, 495 possible combinations for the round of 32.
That's insane.
So, again, we're going to save that 6-hour episode for next week. But what I want to do is give me your top 4. It doesn't matter how it's going to shake out for groups or whatever else. 4 teams that you think legitimately have a chance to win this.
I would say Spain, France, Argentina are like tier 1. Those are the best teams. Then, like, right under them, I would put Portugal, England. Fuck it, I'm going to put Colombia there, too. Why not? I'll put Colombia there. Right under them. And then, what other team? Yeah, no, I think those are my top teams.
Okay.
Those are definitely my top teams.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to disagree there, right? Like the top ones are Spain, France, Argentina, especially with the way that you know Spain just came off a European championship win. Argentina's gone Copa America, World Cup, Copa America. They still have the same core players going into this World Cup. And France has gone back to back World Cup finals in 2018 and 2022, and they still have a very, very strong squad. Like we touched on earlier, Portugal has such a good squad on paper that I think if it were going to be a year for Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo to do it, it's going to be this one. Those would be, I think, the top four favorites.
Yeah. So then I have 3 follow-up questions. The first one is, give me a team, I'm going to use the word dark horse, that isn't in that top 2 tiers for you, that you could at least see them making a run to the semis or the finals, and that would just be enough. Not winning, but a team that just, hey, this is amazing. We had a great run. We're into the 3rd place game.
Yeah.
What country is that for you?
I would, I mean, obviously, my bias is going to kick in, and I'm going to say Colombia. I think Colombia is going to be one of those teams that if we can get our heads straight and we can find the heart and passion that we played with in 2024, we can go far. If we can have that type of James Rodriguez on there, and if we can use Lucho Diaz the way that he's been playing this past season for Bayern, and we can use Luis Suarez as well as a number 9 like he has been playing at Sporting all season, we have a very good chance of going very, very far. Our worst enemy is always ourselves. That's the only big thing. Aside from Colombia, I like Ecuador. I think Ecuador is going to be a team that can go really far if they can get their offense in order, because they're a team that loves to draw for some reason. If you look at their last...
Which doesn't work in a tournament, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work in a tournament like this. But if they can figure that out, I think they can go very, very far, because they've played so well the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Those would be 2, and then
they got second place too in the CONMEBOL qualifiers, which to me is the hardest qualifiers in the world, CONMEBOL, and they were able to get second place. So yeah, Ecuador is definitely a team to look out for.
Terrell, toss me a team.
I'm going my dark horse team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, we've all said this: Argentina, Spain, France. Everyone's expecting them to win, right? I'm going to throw you guys a curveball. I think if the United States doesn't necessarily play to the level of their competition like they tend to do, because it's
my guy right here.
I think back, and it's like in those group stages, we were, in a grudge match with, it was Ghana, and then we lost 1-0 to Germany. Am I getting my years correct?
No, beat Germany. We lost to
when was this? Ghana was... Oh, no, we played them in 2014 and 2010. You're talking about 2014 then, right?
I'm talking about 14, yeah.
Yeah, because I think we tied against Germany.
I think we did. That was the year we beat Portugal.
Yeah, we beat Portugal.
No,
we tied
Portugal.
We tied Portugal, yes.
They had like a 93rd minute equalizer.
Yes, 2-2. Yeah, Portugal equalized it at the last minute. You're right.
We lost to Belgium when Tim Howard made like 16 saves.
That was the round of 16, though.
Yeah, Germany, that was the Wondolowski miss.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, USA, Ghana, Portugal, Germany. Yeah, it's there, right? We're competing with these teams, and Germany went on to win it that year. We're competing with those teams. We're there. So if we can take the talent that we have now and get those connecting factors that Nick was alluding to earlier, that's going to be my dark horse this year. I want to have faith in this USA team.
Okay.
I just need him to show me.
Since you said the U.S. would be my one, but I'm glad you said that. I can't go there. The 2 teams that I'm going to go with that you guys haven't said yet that I could legitimately see making a run to, I'm going to say the semis. I'm going to say Senegal.
Oh.
Because I think there's a chip on the shoulder. And I think it's like, hey, okay, we got something to prove on the big stage now. And that team is still full of international stars that, yes, some of them have started to move into the Saudi league, but it's not like they're too old for it. That was more of a money move. I do wonder if putting those guys back together can still kind of show out a little bit. And then the only other team that I think maybe there's something there because they always seem to have it is Croatia.
I was going to say Croatia too.
They just sometimes in the international tournaments they pop up and they're like, oh well, Croatia beat England 2-1, and all of a sudden they're leading the group, and that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean they got second place 8 years ago, and 4 years ago they got the bronze medal. So yeah, no, they're definitely a team to look out for sure. Luka Modric, he does not age. He's 40 years old, still killing it. Best player for Milan this past season. Yes, sir.
Is he retiring? There's rumors.
He has a year contract offer for Milan, but I don't know if he's accepted it yet or not. We'll see how he does in the World Cup.
Yeah, no, Croatia's a good shout. I mean, I don't know how much of a sleeper pick that is because they have been so good, but that they could potentially go really far.
Question number 2. Which team is guaranteed to disappoint?
Guaranteed to disappoint.
Man.
England.
Yes, England.
100% England.
Okay, well then if England is one, who's your second pick?
My
Germany.
second pick.
Okay.
Germany's a good pick.
They haven't been doing good in international tournaments lately.
Germany's a good pick. Man, who is guaranteed to disappoint?
Got one for you, but I don't know how you're going to be.
Too.
I'm gonna go Mexico.
Okay.
Oh,
I think Mexico is gonna be. Yeah,
I think they'll just disappoint their fans because everybody knows they're just after the first round they're gonna go.
They're gonna disappoint their fans and their home crowd, and I think like I said, there's a lot of pressure on them having home soil, but I don't have too much faith in their squad and what they're building right now. I don't even know if they have enough to get out of the group. Really, I know we said that they would, but I don't even have a lot of confidence in that. So I see them not even getting out of the group.
It's been a long hour. I guess that we've flipped now.
Yeah.
Terrell, who's on fraud watch right now?
For me, it's going to be Brazil.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
that's another one. Yeah,
I can see them coming out and dropping a game to Morocco, and then finding themselves in a sticky situation. I think they get out of the group, but they land themselves in some bad seeding possibilities and maybe make it to 16.
Yeah, Brazil's been struggling.
Brazil's a good shout. Brazil's a good shout because even with Neymar coming in, unless Neymar comes in super healthy and ready to rock and roll, they are going to pull one of us on the road.
Which he's already injured, by the way. So no, he's not.
Yeah, he's already injured. So Joao Pedro may even come in. May even get called up.
You still got time.
He's still got time.
I have one. I'm going to say is we talked about it, and I have one that we haven't talked about. My first one I think is Belgium. And
disappointment or dark horse?
Disappointment.
Okay.
I think that they're thinking that they're going to run through this group. I could see them maybe struggling in a game or two, probably coming into the round 32, and that's it, and be done. Run into one of these other teams we've talked about, and that's the end of their run. And people are going to be like, well, Belgium could have done better, and they're toast. My other one, and Nico, goes back to what you said about the winners, Argentina.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think Argentina makes it to the semis. You add extra games in. This is the longest tournament that the World Cup's had. You look at the reliance that they're going to have on Messi as compared to, in my opinion, the reliance that Portugal has on Ronaldo. Portugal, that's a fantastic team, right? We already talked about probably the best midfield in the world, I would say, arguably.
No, hands down.
For sure.
There's less reliance on Ronaldo to do his things. If Messi doesn't show up 4 years ago, Argentina's knocked out. And I think that they're just relying on him to just do something magical because he does.
Yeah,
but if he
but
doesn't,
I think this World Cup they can't expect him to do that. It's a different Messi than
That's
4
my
years
point.
ago. He's not as
Especially if
motivated
he
as
has
he
a little
was.
knock
He's
right now
older.
too.
Yeah, he's already
That's it.
got the World Cup. He's not as motivated as he was.
And you know, man,
He's
if
4
he proves
years
me
older.
wrong, I'll hand up. If he proves me wrong, that's fair. But from this perspective, I'm gonna say I think it's tough for them to go back and do it again.
Yeah, it will be.
No, but you know what? They got a kid named Nico Paz who could plug right in. Yeah, who could plug right in for Messi. Obviously not as good as Messi, but he's a baller, man. He's a baller, and he could definitely help Argentina win some games. So if Messi, for whatever reason, can't play, I think he'll plug in pretty well into the squad.
And Mastantuono too, right?
Yeah, he's Argentinian, yeah.
He's out.
Oh, he didn't get called up?
No, he didn't get called up. He didn't get called up.
Was he young? Like 18, right? 18, 19 years old?
Yeah, he's 18.
He's got time.
Oh,
he's got time.
Yeah, he's got time, bro. He's got time. He's
got plenty of time this summer, man. He's gonna be chilling. He got so much time.
Man. All right. Before we get out of here, I need your official lock. Who's your World Cup winner?
Spain for me.
Spain?
Yep.
Man, obviously, hopefully Colombia can surprise all of us and make it all the way. If not, then I'm going for my GOAT, Ronaldo. Like we said, he can definitely – he has the best team that he's ever had for Portugal right now.
That's fair.
So if there's a year to win it, it would be this year. So, I mean, my tier 1 was Spain, France, and Argentina. France to me has the best team. So on paper, I think they should win. But if it's not Colombia, I would want Portugal to win.
Terrell?
I'm going to pick the favorite. I'm going France.
I'm going to back you there. I'm going to go France as well. I have a funny feeling rolling off of 4 years ago that they're going to want to push into that next gear. And I think this is Deschamps' last tournament too. So
it is.
Because the Don's coming in. So I could see this being – I don't think there's going to be any blowout. One team's going to blow everybody away. All these top teams are going to be super tightly contested. But, hey, man, we're in for a good one. When you hear 3 different answers and a panel of 4, that's how you know it's a decent tournament.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Leslie, before we go, we planned this on Thursday because there is a big game coming up this weekend. And by big game, I mean I don't care about it whatsoever because my team's not playing. But Champions League final is this weekend.
But yeah.
So before we get out of here, I need your prediction here. We got Arsenal PSG games I think it's at noon.
It's at noon, yeah.
Yeah, it's at noon. Crazy time.
It's in is it Budapest, right? Yeah. So who do you have, real quick?
I think PSG is going to win it 3-1.
Okay. Nico, what you got?
Yeah, I'd love to say something, different and be like Arteta is going to come out and Arsenal is going to shock the world and, they're going to win the double, the Champions League and the Premier League. But even though I do think that they have the right momentum, the morale is high over at the Emirates Stadium in North London. But it's going to be, if PSG put 5 past Inter Milan last year in the Champions League final, I'm not saying they're going to put 5 past Arsenal, but I do think it's going to be a 2-0 win for PSG.
Very likely.
I don't think Arsenal's going to even sniff the freaking they're barely going to get a shot on goal.
Okay.
I will say, though, I thought the same thing in the Club World Cup final against Chelsea.
Fair.
Chelsea
That's
ended
true.
up beating them.
That's true.
That is true.
I thought Chelsea was going to get smoked.
I know Terrell is prepared for this. Terrell, what you got?
I think Arsenal wins it both. I think they double up. Yeah.
Spicy boy over here.
Okay.
I had my organic chemistry professor in college, big Arsenal fan, so I'm pulling for you, Dr. Alegria.
All right, there you go.
Dr. Alegria.
Yes, sir.
Big listener to the podcast. All right.
I'm with you boys. I got to go with PSG. I think they're just the best team. I don't think it's going to be a blowout because I do think Arsenal's just going to. They know how to defend. That they're very compact. They know what they're doing. I think PSG still find a way, right? Even at some point, maybe this is a game that's 0-0 at halftime, and Arsenal comes out the second half with a little bit of spark, saying, "Okay, maybe we go push for it," and then PSG punishes them, probably 1-0, 2-0. But I think that looking back, I think it's going to look kinder for Arsenal. Watching the game, you're going to be like, "When is PSG going to score?"
Yeah.
But
I think they're happy with just the Premier League. They don't need the Champions League.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing that they wanted was the
Yeah.
Premier League. After.
they might still be
The
hungover
Champions
from
League
the
is just a plus for
celebration.
them.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
They might still be. Honestly, they might still
But
be
it's going to be a
celebrating.
good game. It's going to be a really good game, I think.
Guys, this has been a blast. Where can the people find you?
Man, people can
Spotify,
find us.
Apple, Google. People can find us on TikTok, Instagram, at FriendlyFoesFC, on X as well. We do some live tweeting. Give us a follow.
There you go.
Absolutely, you're the man.
Yeah, man, this has been a blast. Hopefully, maybe we'll get you guys on another time during the World Cup.
Yeah, no,
that'll be
appreciate you guys having us on, man. This has been awesome. We'll have to get you on our show as well. So this has been super fun. Love what you guys are doing. Appreciate you all taking the time. This has been great. We'll definitely have to catch up this summer as the World Cup keeps going.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Yeah, this was definitely fun. Thanks for having us on, guys.
Well, that was our one soccer podcast I can commit to while the Knicks are in the NBA Finals. So you already know what's coming back next week. But until then,
That's right.
enjoy.
You're lucky
your
they're not playing
soccer-filled
tonight.
week.
Who's winning right now?
San Antonio won by 27.
Did they?
So game
all right,
7.
let's go. Damn, by
I'm feeling good.
27?
I'm feeling good.
Damn.
I'm
So
feeling good here.
Knicks are going to be well rested while
Knicks are
these
9
two are in a
days off.
dogfight. Yeah.
That's
Damn.
it, fellas. Until next time. Peace.
Until next time.
Yo.